When you were unconscious on the beach, you kept repeating a woman's name. Anna.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried. Where are you from, Mr. DeWitt?
New York.
What did you do there?
Business much like this. Something that really caters writing on a resume.
It was a fine thing you came along when you did.
How do you think I ended up here? I gambled, and now I owe money to men you don't want to be in debt to. I come here to pay it back. Me busting you out, what do you think that was? Charity?
Who sent you?
Somebody who was willing to take my marker in exchange for you.
Could they gondola have gone any slower? Hello, this is Final Bloomin' and I'm back at Bioshock Infinite. Last episode we basically took on a bunch of random guys and patriots, and actually that's kind of about it. We just basically ran through a bunch of people. And it sounds like I'm going to do that again. This one has more money. What the? No, actually, what am I doing? The RPG's better. Okay. Let's see what this says. Oh, we've already seen this one. Yeah, some of them kind of repeat, but I guess that's kind of expected, seeing how big this game... Well... Okay, I should rephrase that. This game has a lot of content. The areas aren't big, which I've noticed, but the content within the areas are big.
Looks like they call you the false shepherd.
And you the lamb.
Let's not call each other that.
Suits me.
How do you figure they'd know you'd be coming?
Either they've got a prophet on their side,
Har har.
or them that hired me also wrote the signs.
Why?
Got me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, now I'm up to speed.
Feel better already. You all right?
I want to see Paris. I want to see everything.
It's up to you now. There's no one...
Wait, what is that? 40 north by 74 west. That's not Paris, that's New York.
How'd you know that?
One thing I had in that tower was time, Mr. DeWitt. Time to study things like geography.
I owed money. And there's a fellow... He offered to wipe away my debt in exchange for you. Come on.
He's trying the guilt trip.
Hey, Elizabeth, it's gonna be okay. Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Will you just turn around and talk to me and we can...
Oh my god.
So you're this false shepherd we've been hearing so much about. Caused a mess of trouble at the raffle.
You Fitzroy?
Nothing but.
I got no quarrel with you or your Vox Populi. This is my airship you're hanging me out of, and I got perilous need of it.
Really? Cause it sure look like old Comstock's airship to
Listen,
me.
I ain't looking for a fight.
There's already a fight to win. Only question is, which side you on? Comstock is the god of the white man, the rich man, the pitiless man. But if you believe in common folk, then join the Vox. If you believe in the righteous folk, then join
I just
the Vox.
want my ship.
And the Vox shall give her to you. But first, you must help the Vox. Down in Finkton, there's a gunsmith who can supply weapons to our cause. Get our guns from him, and you shall have your ship back.
Gotta find Elizabeth before she lights out.
The most common complaint I hear from working men is that they are unhappy with their lot. Why torment yourself, I ask? The ox cannot become a lion, and why would you want to? Who wants all those responsibilities and worry? You do your job.
That's slightly creepy.
Go to sleep. Simplicity is beauty.
And this is one section of the game I always found interesting, but there was a reviewer that I saw that actually brought up a good point to an extent, that there's a portion in the game where, you know, you go through all this, and someone pointed out that it didn't really go far enough, that it should have shown, like, if you were gonna go with the racist tones and all that, you should have went all out or nothing. Although I kind of agree with that. The way he said is that it should have shown blacks and Irishmen being raped, lynched, all that. If you watched Mathematosis, you know what I'm talking about. But I kind of disagree with that. That, sure, you can show the historic accuracy, like, say, during the 1911s, it was very common that white people would refer to black people as niggers, and that I would have been okay with in this game to be historically accurate. However, including rape, lynching, and all that just seems a little immature. Even if they're trying to be mature, if you do it the wrong way, it comes out more mature than it should. I.e., look at Duke Nukem Forever. It tried making a joke out of a rape, and it completely backfired and looked really bad. And I'm glad that this game didn't resort to that, because then it would have just seemed immature and would have probably held back gaming a few years. And people would have had, the media especially, would have gone their grubby little hands on this, and there would have been a whole controversy. Kevin Levine would have his name tarnished, and all sorts of other horrible things could have happened. So I'm kind of glad that they did stick to this, because you didn't really need to show the rape and all the really not controversial, but all the really racy stuff just to prove a point. You can have a mature theme without having to be all graphic about it. See Citizen Kane and how it dealt with morality and cheating and all that. Yeah, there's my little philosophy lesson for the day. Probably the most... Well, actually, I do want to do reviews on game theories and all that. That'd be interesting. Actually thinking of doing one soon.
17 years old, charged with spiritual wrongdoing for performing routine daily prayers to the founding fathers, was captured by the pro-union police force of Greenville today.
Good gear. Kill an enemy from scouting, brief invulnerability. Sure, why not?
On their way to the Greenville jail, a
Oh shit. I'm sorry? Oh, great. No, they're after me.
More than 600 abolitionists. So is treated the righteous man in the United States of
God damn. Oh, just because I wanted stupid pants. Oh, he's got me. There's Mosquito. Yeah, I'm gonna switch. Let's see. That's the only one I have. Here. No. That's the only one I have. Right. Wait, did they stop going after me? I hope so. There we go.
Samuel always thought that the pew on Sunday went hand in hand with the desk on Monday. Science is the slow revelation of God's blueprint. After 2 years in the Lamb's Tower on Monument Island, he took ill with cancer of the stomach. I prayed to the prophet, and the prophet delivered unto us a miracle through his servant Fink. I do not know if I will ever get used to a husband bound in a skeleton of metal, but better a handyman than a dead one.
I'm achieving pretty quickly. Oh, great, another motorized patriot. Oh, jeez. There's more guys. All because I wanted to take some stupid gear. Okay, good. Oh, where's this guy coming from? What am I doing? I need to get a lot of pistol ammo. It's easier to carry. Now I'll keep it. Where do I go now? Alright.